Marquette weather. Haze lingers. Heat returns. First alert forecast.
Imagine waking up to a sky shrouded in a thick haze only to have the heat return with a vengeance. This is the harsh reality for residents in Marquette, Michigan, where a lingering haze has been a persistent issue. But here's the thing. The situation is about to take a dramatic turn. As a wind shift brings some improvement to the haze, the air quality index remains at a moderate level, serving as a stark reminder to minimize exposure. And this is the part most people miss, the importance of staying informed about the ever-changing weather conditions. The TV6 First Alert Weather app is an indispensable tool for residents, providing timely updates and critical information to help them navigate the challenges posed by the haze and heat. Available for both iOS and Android devices, this app is a must-have for anyone looking to stay ahead of the weather curve. But what's driving these extreme weather conditions? The answer lies in the convergence of lake breezes, which could lead to spotty rain showers early in the week. However, as the week progresses, a pattern shift is expected to bring an upper-level ridge into the upper Midwest, resulting in a hot and humid stretch that will push temperatures into the 90s by Friday and Saturday. So, what can you expect from the weather in the coming days? Today will be partly cloudy and warm, with highs reaching the upper 70s along shorelines and low 80s inland. Tuesday will see partly cloudy skies with spotty rain showers, while Wednesday will be partly cloudy and warm. As we head into Thursday, the weather will become mostly sunny, hot and humid, with a chance of thundershowers. Friday and Saturday will be partly cloudy, hot and humid, with highs reaching the upper 80s to isolated 90s. And on Sunday, expect partly cloudy skies with evening thunderstorms. The big question on everyone's mind is, how will this prolonged heat wave affect the environment and our daily lives? Some argue that the heat wave is a clear indication of the devastating impact of climate change, while others claim that it's simply a natural fluctuation in the weather pattern. But here's where it gets controversial. What role do human activities play in exacerbating these extreme weather conditions? Do we have a moral obligation to take action and reduce our carbon footprint? Or is it simply a matter of adapting to the changing climate? We want to hear from you. Share your thoughts on the issue in the comments below. As you watch the video above, featuring the TV6 livestream, remember that staying informed is key to navigating the challenges posed by the haze and heat. You can subscribe to our YouTube page or download TV6 Plus to stream the latest local news and weather. And as we continue to monitor the situation, one thing is clear. The heat is on, and it's not going away anytime soon. Copyright 2025, WLUC. All rights reserved. Canada wildfires. Impact on air quality in the U.S. The wildfires in Canada are causing significant air quality concerns across the upper Midwest and Northeast regions of the United States. As of August 4, 2025, a staggering total of 738 wildfires are actively burning in Canada, with at least 201 of these fires classified as out of control, according to the Canadian Interagency Forest Fire Centre. This alarming situation has led to air quality alerts being issued for at least 8 states, stretching from Wisconsin all the way to Maine, as smoke from these wildfires drifts southward. On Monday, residents in this corridor can expect heavy smoke, resulting in hazy skies that will affect areas from Green Bay through major cities like Detroit and New York City, and reaching as far as Boston. In fact, both Detroit and Chicago have found themselves ranked among the top 10 cities worldwide with the poorest air quality on this day. Officials are advising those living in areas under these alerts to minimize outdoor activities and keep their windows shut to avoid exposure to the harmful smoke. It's important to note that these alerts may persist into Tuesday, as the smoke is expected to linger in the atmosphere. This situation raises critical questions about the impact of climate change on wildfire frequency and intensity. Are we prepared to face the consequences of such environmental challenges? What measures can be taken to mitigate these risks in the future? We invite you to share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. wildfire smoke to spread across US and Europe. Air quality alerts issued. Imagine waking up to a sky so thick with smoke that it feels like you're living inside a perpetual sunrise. This isn't just a scene from a dystopian novel. It's happening right now, across parts of North America, and even reaching Europe. But here's where it gets controversial. Why are we seeing such severe smoke conditions when we typically enjoy clear skies during this time of year? The culprit? Relentless wildfires in Canada that have been burning for days, sending plumes of smoke southward into the United States and beyond. By Monday morning, the Midwest, Great Lakes, and Northeast were already choking on smoky air, with conditions only expected to worsen in the coming days. And this is the part most people miss. The smoke doesn't just stay put. It's making a transatlantic journey, reaching Ireland on Tuesday and parts of Europe by Wednesday. Normally, a high-pressure system settling over the East Coast would bring clear skies and pleasant weather. But thanks to the abundance of wildfire smoke, that high-pressure system is acting like a lid, trapping the smoke beneath it. Weak winds mean there's no relief in sight for much of the week, leading to air quality alerts in a dozen northern states, with some areas experiencing code orange and code red conditions, unhealthy for sensitive groups and all residents respectively. Cities like Detroit, Chicago, and Toronto were among the top 10 worst globally for air quality early Monday, according to IQ Air. But the problem isn't confined to the East. In the West, several states are forecast to see elevated to critical fire conditions starting on Monday, with the Gifford Fire near San Luis Obispo, California, prompting evacuations. So, which regions can expect a smoky week? The Midwest, Great Lakes, Northeast, and Southwest are all in for some hazy days. In the East, significant smoke stretches from eastern Iowa to Maine, including major cities like Chicago, Detroit, and Toronto. This band will move southward, reaching Boston, New York, and Philadelphia by day's end. While the Mid-Atlantic might escape the worst of it, expect a noticeable haze from smoke aloft. In the West, the situation is equally concerning. The White Sage Fire near Fredonia, Arizona, and the Monroe Canyon Fire near Monroe, Utah, are among the largest active fires, covering tens of thousands of acres. Smoke from these blazes is expected to spread eastward into Colorado, Wyoming, and New Mexico, with Southern California also facing increased coverage due to its own active fires. Now, let's talk about how far the smoke will travel. A powerful jet stream is carrying the smoke on a 5,000-mile journey across the Atlantic, from the Canadian prairies to Western Europe. While it won't affect air quality directly, it could create stunning sunrises and sunsets from Ireland to Germany as it passes through. This isn't the first time this year that smoke has crossed the Atlantic. In early June, Canadian wildfire smoke made its way to Russia. So, what's causing these unprecedented fires? Drought conditions in parts of Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Western Ontario have created perfect conditions for wildfires. Over 16.3 million acres have burned so far this year in Canada alone, with 247 large wildfires active as of early Monday, mostly in Saskatchewan and Manitoba. The good news? Storms later this week may bring much-needed moisture to the region, potentially easing the situation. But until then, millions of people across North America and even Europe are dealing with the fallout of these devastating wildfires. What do you think could be done to prevent such widespread damage in the future? Share your thoughts in the comments.